said we needed a new show about what? Everything! Everything!
Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the tape got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. I got a caller online, one said he's got alpha. Last week, same dude asked ChatGPT for a barber. Line 2 got a parlay, says it's a lot. Bro, bet the rent, now he lives on the clock. Line 3 says AI gonna take all our jobs. I said, cool, can it take my group chats, please, God? Crypto guy crying, said his bags got smoked. Still changed his bio to long-term growth. Long-term growth. Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the take got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. Wait, this ain't therapy, but tell us your pain. We might roast it first, then explain. This ain't CNBC, but we got the markets. Half smart takes, half people in comments. This ain't a podcast, this a live grenade. Pull the pin, say your piece, get played. Good time don't mean everything's fine. Sometimes good time means surviving online. Surviving online! New chapter! New chapter! Same trouble! Same trouble! Ducks in the rear view! No script! No script! No filter! No filter! Say it wrong, say it loud! We'll build it or kill it! Who got the mic? Good time! Who got the smoke? Good time! Good time! Who got the eye? Good time! Good time! Who got the joke? If the take got heat, let it fly, let it go! Welcome to the Good Time Show. Bring the line, bring the line, bring the sign, bring the sign, bring the bag, bring the snap, bring the snack, bring the snap. Bad take, bring it up. Hot seat, sit your butt, call in line. Don't be shy. Everybody's brave till the mic goes live. Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the take got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. If your life got weird and your bags got low, welcome to the Good Time Show. If your girl left you for a dude named Bro, welcome to the Good Time Show. If your AI therapist said I don't know, welcome to the Good Time Show. One room! One room! Good vibes! Say what you came to say! Everything!
What up, Good Time Show? What's good, Hunt? What's up, my boy? What's cooking?
Yo, what up, Dave? What up, everybody? Hanging out, man. You know, jamming out. I really like the new banner. We both dressed the part. I got my shirt on. You looking exactly like you. Like I dig it, man. We came prepared today. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like it's it's good time. We gotta name it like Good Time Fridays or something. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta like household name this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, heard. And
yeah,
then, like maybe that Tequila Tuesday vibe.
Oh, Tequila Tuesday. Okay.
We talked about it like a month ago, but
at 10 a.m. in the morning. All right. What's in that coffee, bro? Like I don't know. Like what's going on?
Not today. Not today.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, man. What's cooking? What's news with you, my brother? How you been? What's new? Long time no speak. We did our first Twitter space yesterday. Shout out to us and shout out to the community. Let's go.
Yes. Yeah, very hyped about that. Was very excited. I think we had like 220 listeners throughout in real time, which was great, surprising. Coffee hit my throat there.
Tequila. I mean the coffee. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, dude. I feel like it was good. It was good to chat with a lot of people that we haven't talked to in a while. We had Greg come up and then speak to it. First time I heard his voice. And, Greg, cheers to you. Thanks for coming out here. We got Nunu. We got Cyborg out here right now. What is up, everyone? Win concert. Ooh, a live concert of our AI beats. And we're just dancing.
I like where Nunu's at. Maybe you don't dance because like the Viking vibes or whatever. But like me, Because next thing you know, like you're dunking reverse. Next thing you know, you're gonna start telling me that like you can cut up a rug and you start doing the Dougie on the dance floor. I don't know with you, bro. You surprised me.
Very basic moves from me, my dude.
Let's go. Yeah, man, it's been an eventful 24 hours. I will say that. Yeah, like since we got off like the Twitter space yesterday, man, I've just been obviously, I'm obviously deep in the whole prediction markets thing. There's just been obviously World Cup yesterday was crazy. I don't know if anybody watched that game last night, like the USA game, but bro, Turkey literally scored like the winning goal they put 7 minutes of stoppage time. Okay, right. So for anybody that watches soccer, it's like 90 minutes plus 7. This was the 98th and a half minute that like when I say last second goal. And yesterday was like my first day like really trading on like this DG3 terminal. Bro, I went 3 for 3. Great, made like $600. It was amazing. Yeah, made like $600. Bro, Coma yesterday, absolutely with that last goal that Turkey hit in the last second. Bro, he does something called like a ladder, like where you bet, and it's just like there's methodology behind it, right?
Okay, so it's like playing roulette or something where you're stacking or craps where you're stacking.
You play the statistical odds of like, oh, if this hit already, then what's this gonna hit? And then you change your bet amounts, right? And bro, he cashed out, I think something like 5,500 or something like last night.
Wow, dude, amazing.
Crazy. But yeah, I'm excited. We could definitely get into it in a little bit in terms of, I know I put on my post today, I was like, are you broke at home watching World Cup and betting on games? Need an edge? Well, tap into the Good Time Show. We're going to be able to tell you exactly what you need. But dude, there's so many different things that are out here cooking. But before we even get there, like, you watched the game yesterday? USA, it was whatever. Like, it was a great game, but like USA didn't really need it. But you never want to take an L going into the knockout round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I felt like I didn't really watch much of it. I think I saw the start, and we were kind of in the movie, so I kind of like paused the movie. I watched Project Hail Mary, which was sick. I don't know if anyone has seen that.
Oh my God. Is that with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
I started it, but I think I fell asleep. Is it good?
It's good, but it's long and it's like, it can get slow here and there, but like, yeah, man, I love the space movies, the Interstellars, the Alien, like all of that stuff. So yeah, dude, yeah. I really enjoyed it. We both were like, okay, let's get back to the movie. But yeah, I had in mind that it was a throwaway game for, Team USA. I'm kind of glad in that case that Turkey won. Like, good for them. And the fact that they scored in the last minute too, that's freaking nuts. Vegas made some money. Coma made some money. You made some money, obviously too. So like, hell yeah.
It was awesome. It was really, really, yeah. And it's like watching the game because like, newsflash. The TV that I watch is a cracked Amazon Fire Stick. I probably should, but essentially, like I pirate television, right? Like, I mean, it is what it is, right? So, like, but for trading prediction market, it's not really the best because my stream is like probably 2 minutes delayed, like literally a full 2 minutes. And like, if anybody knows trading or prediction market, 2 minutes is it's a lifetime. Forget about it. Like, you're done. You're cooked. You're not going based off of what you're watching. So you have to pretty much watch the game as the odds are like changing. But just like watching the game, and I was like, you get the sense, like, because if you're predicting, like, you get the feel, like, of the flow of the game, like, who's attacking, who do you think is going to be able to press, how are they playing, and the Turkish squad yesterday, bro, they didn't score a goal literally this entire tournament up until yesterday, right? And it was like these guys.
Wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Not a single goal, bro. So, and this is a good team, right? Like a good team that just had a bad run. And US put in all their backups, right? Like all the starters were sitting down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they put in Pulisic after, I think it was the second half with like maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. But yeah, like if you're watching the game and you're predicting, you get the sense and the feel of the game, but having the tools to be able to do it is kind of nuts too. But yeah, I don't want to shill DG3 too much, but I'll tell y'all right now, if you guys are still trading on Polymarket using like big old blue buttons, I'm telling you, you're doing this wrong. Like, if you really want to step the game up, you have to figure out like how to actually trade like the real traders do, because they're the ones eating your lunch out here. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm that guy. I mean, I could be with a bigger bank.
Trading.
Yeah. Bro, literally, you're trading prediction markets as if you trade stock. Exactly how you trade stock. It's wild. It's wild.
You're taking some crazy odd, and then they do something, or there's an injury, and then it goes up a bit, and then you flip it.
But you're watching everything in real time. It's like, you know how like traders, like the typical like stereotypes, like, oh, you have all these different screens, right? Like you have all these different panes, and you're watching who's buying what, where is the money moving in real time. You have to kind of train your brain to be able to understand like how to trade like that. But like my brain has been pre-programmed, right? Like I did this for 13 years. So it's like picking up where we left off. And bro, prediction markets now, I see this so clearly, is where like the stock market was 30 years ago, right? Where it's like these archaic systems that are now coming into like the tech, like catching up to the tech that's out there, bro. It's going to be the craziest thing ever. And if people want to get involved now, I highly, highly recommend they do that, because this shit's going to blow up. It's going to blow up like crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty crazy. It's kind of tied. Like yesterday, I read this news, man, and this just hurts the ego. You ready to have that ego torn down a little bit too?
No,
everyone
I hate
listening
rejection.
right now.
I don't.
It's not rejection. Ego, no. I will accept you every day.
Thank you.
Spoke a little too soon there, but either way,
every day. Clip that.
So anyway, so there's this 16-year-old somewhere. I think it was the U.S. somewhere, but I could be wrong. Either way, they spent a weekend, 16, right? Okay. Vibe coding, basically a few agents, basically a swarm of agents that will trade crypto. And they forgot how they did it, but they did it in terms of like some exchange and whatnot, and that will like trade against the markets, whatever. He spent like less than a weekend, dude. And in the first day, he started with like $65, right? 16-year-old has $65, typical, whatever. He throws that in. Within like 3 hours, it's up to 5,500. And now it's been like two weeks to 3 weeks, and he's claiming that it's at 750 grand. And it's just autopilot.
Bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Where'd you see this? On the timeline?
Yeah.
Wait, how much did he start with?
Like $65, $75.
$75. And what was the amount of time that has elapsed until 700,000?
I think it's been weeks, maybe a month.
Bro, he's the best. That's the best trading agent of all time. Maybe he's a savant. That's insane.
And people came on. Right. People came on and were like just saying that right away. No way, no way, no way. Of course, he's claiming it too. Like they're not proving it. But at the same time, it hurts either way that like 16-year-olds and like teens are doing this. Like it doesn't matter if they made like $5,000 in 2 days or a month. If they made $5,000 from it over 2 months, I'm still not feeling good about my lifespan, right? Right?
Yeah,
Dude, at 16, I was in the gym, trying to get big for my next football season. Fuck, I wasn't concerned about money. I was like, yeah, I'll take my $20 every 2 weeks from my parents.
Got my allowance, please. Thank you,
right? Right. Yeah, I wasn't able. None of us were able to do shit like this. So it has me. And now, you too. I'm in big transition period. You're, you lost one account at least. So like recently, like
make that up.
Right. And so like in this period too, exactly. So now I'm looking at these stories. I'm just like, oh my God, screw that kid. Honestly, I'm screw that
hater. Don't be a hater, bro. Listen, I'll say this. $65, $70 to 700,000. Wait, was it trading crypto or stock?
I think it was a mix. It was like a mix that he was like trading. Dude, I should have saved the story. I lost it. I just remember seeing it and being like, I read it, and then I was like, never again. Never again. I'm never looking at this.
Listen, if anything, take it as motivation. But like, I'm always skeptical of every time I see shit like that, because I know how hard that is to actually do. It's virtually impossible, right? Even if it was 6 months, it's almost impossible to turn $65, $70 into, how like your risk parameters, like how every trade probably has to hit in order to be able to compound that money. It's because you have to compound that every day and roll it over bigger trades and win. Like that would be a massive statistical anomaly, like for real. But
Yeah.
I mean, crazier things have happened for sure. But look, I use those things as like motivation, right? Where it's just like, if this little fuck is making 700,000, what the fuck? Like, yes, it makes you feel a little bad. It does give you the ego hit, and you're just like, God damn, what am I doing with my life? This 16-year-old is gonna literally be like driving Ferraris, banging bitches in like 6 months, in like 2 months. It's just like I was fucking eating pizza and playing on the playground. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. And dude, yeah, I mean, this dude's he's not going to go to college because he's making too much money to pay any money
Why?
for that.
Yeah.
And, no student loans, like none of that stuff.
Oh,
That's something I want to talk about one of these episodes, to talk about like, kind of the college trap that the millennials and the Gen Xers got
College.
stuck in, right?
oh,
Like
dude,
that,
yes.
and the schools and the brainwashing and all that. I'd love to go over that because I know you and I probably have a very similar
Bro.
take on it,
Fuck, bro. I say this to my sister and my brother-in-law all the time, but like I have to like tread lightly, right? Because obviously I'm not a parent. Like to my nephew, to Nate, I'm just like,
Yeah.
you gonna go to college? And he was like, I mean, yeah, I get. But I asked my sister, and she was like, it's whatever he wants to do. Like if he shows me that he wants to do something, like not go to college, okay, cool. Because like, bro, to me, yes, you grow up as a man, as a human, you learn responsibility, right? Like I don't know how to do my own laundry before I was 18 years. I don't know what I was doing. But you go away and you have to fend for yourself. But other than that, bro, education, miss me with all this bullshit, bro. All of it. I majored in this and I majored in that. And it's like 90%. I think the statistic I saw was like 88 or 90% of people that graduate college with a specific degree go into a completely different field of work, like for career. Bro,
Same.
Yeah.
All of us.
100%.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's like, I'm with you on college is a farce. Like parents,
Yeah.
if you could homeschool your kid, you should homeschool them. And now with AI, come on, man, get out of here.
Yeah, dude. I mean, my thing too is like obviously like the debt trap. Oh, happy Friday, Shredder. Also, we had Sadiq. I said his name first.
Let's
right away.
go.
Awesome.
Congrats,
Let's go.
bro.
Sadiq, what's
All
up?
right, look at you.
I think we said Cyborg. Anyway, yeah, like the college debt trap, and also just like the narrative of the over consumerism of universities and the capitalistic nature of like they just blew up. Think about it, from the 80s till now, blew up like crazy. If you could have invested in it like a stock or something, you would have crushed it. You're competing with Amazon and shit at that point. If there was like an index or something like that.
Mhm.
And now like my biggest thing is with AI, with what you said, obviously a lot of people go into different industries, doesn't matter what their major is. You have the benefits. The benefits are self-discovery, self-development, learning how to work with so many different types of people, diverse,
Facts.
people, like, et cetera. Like there's a lot of self-growth that, we can't undermine, but at the same time, you can put yourself in that position. A lot of people don't, because growth is hard, growth is tough, whatever. But the main thing is this, like AI, dude, like it doesn't matter what you're studying. If you study something for 4 years, you're out a year and you're already obsolete.
Correct.
Then everything that was taught to you is out the door, and that's only gonna speed up. So like that's the main thing in terms of the value that I'm having a hard time. I'm not a parent, obviously. If I was, like, maybe my thoughts would change. It depends on the kid, right? If the kid has a lot of growing to do, maybe send them to college, maybe whatever. But if they have a good head on their shoulders and they're already entrepreneurial or they're already whatever, maybe they should just hit the ground running.
But for 40, 50,000 a year, if you can't afford it, you're then going to think about what we did, right? We saddled ourselves with fucking student loan debt because this country, these banks will they will throw money at you at 18 years old because they know we're going to lock you in for the next 20 years. Like this is sharecropper math. You're never going to pay us back. It's impossible, right? Like the law of that, unless you are some rock star investment banker coming out of college making $350,000 a year, you're screwed. You start from the hole and you have to try and dig your way out. And it's like, that's what's crazy. But like, that's why we love this space, right? Like to maybe tie it together is like, this is opportunity out here, right? Like they're not teaching you this shit in books or textbooks or memorized tests or any of this bullshit, right? Like this is like, you go out, you get real world experience, and then you figure out how do I create a business? Because like being an entrepreneur in this country is what makes people wealthy. Not like, oh, I'm gonna be rich. Like you want to be wealthy in this country, bro, because yeah, man, fuck student loan debt. I hate it, bro. Oh my
Yeah, dude.
God.
And a lot of people, you know, I feel like the game too is just like, don't pay it early. Like the game is just like, pay it slowly. Like, you know, I've paid it in chunks here and there, but now I'm kind of locked in that like, I'm just going to keep the monthly payments going because dude, like I need to be saving, man. I've told you guys, like I got my retirement, my JPEGs, right? For my IRA, it's my JPEGs, right? But like I'm also trying to, you know, boost up my stock holdings, boost up my everything for retirement. And dude, like it's either that or this, right? And it's either this or a mortgage, or it's this and car payments, whatever. But yeah, dude, it's a crazy, it's crazy,
dude.
Crazy
that's why, like for me, like that like the little Bitcoin nest egg that I have is literally everything I have, right? Like I might not own NFTs or whatever, but like that Bitcoin and like watching that fluctuation, by the way, fuck. And Bitcoin might be going to 40,000, just FYI, but have more money to buy Bitcoin. But like that's the nest egg for me, right? So like when it does eventually go back up, like that's retirement for me, right? I did the same thing, bro. 2021, I saw how crypto was, cashed out my whole 401k. I was like, give me that 35. It was like, no, it was like 35, 40,000. I was like, I can put that to work here better, faster. But then I only gave it all back in 2022. But anyway, but we were able to put some Bitcoin on the side, which was good. Which is good.
Yeah, her dude. Yeah, I bought my car in cash, and that was my biggest purchase outside of like my CryptoPunk. And nice. You know, that was a big win. Yeah. Should I maybe have just done payments and like put that stuff into the stock market?
Maybe. I mean, where the stock market is today, probably we'd be better off. I'm just saying.
Probably.
The message for kids is don't listen to two guys running a good time show in terms of financial investment. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point. I'll cheers to that, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Drink that tequila, bro. Drink that tequila.
You know, dude, honestly, like I put when I was designing the logo and stuff, I put the Elite Spaces host because that's like, man, you got to trademark that because like there's so many hosts, you know, across crypto Twitter that would like should be using the same thing, right? And you should make mugs, you should sell them, you should use. It's kind of like also just like it's obviously it's true. But at the same time, it's become this kind of like this joke that like you smoke people here and there, and no one can say shit,
right?
Because
like it's like I've become the elite brand. Like yesterday, like on ATC, Landy literally like everyone says it's like, excuse me, I apologize, sir, I'm not as elite as you are. Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Even if it's self-branded, like it's still branded. I'm now a household Elite Spaces host name. So. Yeah, guys, get it through your heads. Okay?
Well, what it reminds me of Michael Scott from The Office, and he bought his own like world's best boss mug that every intro like he puts it down, and he got it himself, right? And so I don't know, dude. I think you should get one, and like that should be your freaking. I know you don't drink much coffee, but put your water in it or something. Damn.
Tequila, please.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah, man.
All right. Speaking of all that, I have this new segment that I kind of told you about. I'm going to share my screen, and where we go. Here we go, and this is it. Okay.
Okay.
The segment is called. Can you bring me on stage?
Yes, sir.
All right. Which job would you get? Which one's good and which one's shit? So basically, guys, you guys know that I'm in transition period. Oh. You guys know that, Dave is kind of looking for other stuff too. He's doing a bunch of stuff, obviously. But if you have to choose one, which path are you taking? And in the future, this will look way better. Obviously, this is just untitled Google Doc. But anyway, so option A.
We'll have intro music. Which path are you taking, loser? Yeah, perfect. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. All right. Okay. So option A, and Dave, this is going to you because, the chat, please pick two. But option A, executive at a crypto startup. You have 2% equity. You're taking a lower salary because you have that 2% equity.
Okay.
And we're in a bear market with no end in sight. Option A. Option B, middle management at a brick and mortar company, stable company, decent salary, predictable career, same routine every day, maybe monotonous, etc. Option C, you start your own consulting business, complete freedom, no guaranteed paycheck, 50-50 shot, you're profitable within 2 months. Which one are you picking and why?
Okay, so first off, B, shoot me in the head. That's number one. All right, that's out. Okay, it's completely and utterly out. Now, I guess it's between A and C, but I think it also depends on where you're at, like in your life, in your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because look, like I started my own consulting business, what I've been doing for the last 5 years, right? And it's very, if you've never been an entrepreneur before, like you eat what you kill. And if you're not out there hunting, then it's just like, what's going to happen now? Like, where's the money? And it's very like this, especially in this space. It's roller coaster in terms of 1 month you make 12, 15,000. Next month you make 2,000. And it's just like, what the fuck? So you're looking like you want the steady income, right? But you also like, you want like that little bit of stability, but they don't go hand in hand. So for me specifically, like where I'm at now, like I would choose C. I'd continue down this route because if it's going to be lower salary, like I'm experienced enough to know that I want to get paid what I'm worth, right? Mm-hmm. If I believe maybe that the company's doing something crazy, maybe the equity does make me stay. But I'll say this, I've put in enough sweat equity to where it's like, I'm done doing that. So it's either I'm running my own business or you're going to pay me a shit ton of money to come into yours. That's it. That's where my head's at.
Yeah, dude, honestly. And you're 45, 46, mid 40s, mid 40s. Yeah, dude. And that matches that stage too.
Yeah.
In terms of me,
what are you choosing? What are you choosing right now? I feel like if you choose B, like we can't be friends anymore. Okay, just FYI, it's just not gonna happen. Sure. But I feel like you would maybe like slide into A, like a little like comfortable. You know what I mean? You're like, I believe you're like a company man. You know what I'm saying? That's just my assessment. But like, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's a good call, dude. I think that it's obviously between A and C. What I do want to do is eventually kind of run like what Tyre did, right? Tyre built his chocolate company and whatever. Like he made B, right? He made B as an asset of his, and then he sold it. That is the kind of what I want to do in my life. I'm not ready for it. I need one of these to bring me to not this part of it. Oh no.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's just throwing that out there for anyone who kind of feels that vibe too. But yes, I've been after A for a long time, not 2%, more like 5 to 10%. But when I'm actually doing
5 to 10% equity, bro, like that's crazy. Like,
because that would be worth it.
Yeah, you're an owner at that point.
Exactly. It depends, man. Like a lot of these crypto startups like need someone with my experience, right? Or need someone that's been around and has a little bit of distribution and a good network. So, probably closer to 5% is possible, but you never know. You never know if they really need you have these dev bros who need to fit the whole of partnerships, community, CMO, like that freak out because they don't know and they don't want to touch any of it. So I think it's kind of possible depending on your network and stuff. So basically I am doing C right now. C is what I'm doing. This is what I have attempted in the past. It would have to be good. And this would have to be.
I like how you put in with no end in sight. It's just like, we are in the shit of the shit. Are you going to take this role? And
that's where we're at right now, dude.
Yeah. How much do you believe? Bro, I'll say this too, because I've been looking, because like, right, I mentioned it was cyclical. I've been looking on LinkedIn, right? You know how like they recommend you jobs where it's like, oh, you'd be a top applicant for this or this or this.
Yes.
Bro, like there's tons of like the big dogs that are hiring, like in the web, like Arc, Circle, Ripple. There's so many people that are like actually hiring, but you need a lot. Like some of them are hiring like more senior level people. And I think that kind of, not that it puts me off, because like I would love nothing more than to go work. Like I would love to get out of the house more, right? Maybe 2-3 days a week. And some of these guys have that, but like the way, like the jobs that are out there now, like they exist, but you need a lot of experience, right? So like you're going to need to cut your teeth, right? So if you're doing C, I'll say this, right? Like for the two of us as well, and I know we're doing it. If you're going to do C, which you are doing, but you want A, like make C, like maximize that potential and be a sponge. Learn as much stuff as you can. Network with as many people as you can. Talk to everyone. DM everyone, because A, you never know where the next opportunity is coming from, but you need that experience of like, if this is the industry you want to play in, know who the players are, know how it works, know the movers and shakers, because if not, it's going to be very, very difficult to find that A slot for sure.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. And you know, this is really the best advice for everyone listening too. Like, and it ties to my last 12 months in the space, right? You know, with Wallchain, I met up in those 11 months with them. I had meetings like one-on-one with CEOs, CMOs, CTOs. Sometimes I'd rather not I love CTOs out there. Much love to you, but building partnerships with you, not really ideal, not ideal. But much love to the devs and such out there. You know, with them, I met like 250 plus. I think it was around 300, but I just say 250 plus because I know it was at least that 250 plus executives across different companies, probably across like 150, 200 companies. Usually it was one-on-one, but sometimes it was not. And that's exactly what I did too. Like working so close with Yuri, you know, CEO of Wallchain, right? I went for that, and it's something that I think you learn as you go in your career. And especially you got to find those needs of whoever you're working with, or those holes that you can fill. And obviously, you know, Dave, I don't know if you're smirking. I can't see you because I'm only seeing this. But you know, what are they kind of sheepish on that you can be like, hey, like I feel like this might be the case. If it is, like, hey, give me a rein, and you know, a rein. Do I have to get my reins out again, dude? Because I'll get going again, as you know. And then yeah, dude, it branches off from there. It's all about learning, and keep in mind that a lot of people turn off their learning. You know, a lot of people who get into roles, especially long term, they kind of turn that off. Maybe less in crypto because you have to learn, or you're gonna expire. So bro, yeah, dude, great feedback, advice.
Bro. When I was managing a team, right? So like I ran a sales organization for 5 years, right? It was an online advertising company. Got acquired for like $400 million, right? But I was there from the beginning. Like the biggest thing, 3 things that I used to tell people, like my reps when I would manage them, right? Is number one, just show up, right? Like if you just show up for like you're beating 75% of the people, right? By showing up. When you show up, like do the work, right? Like that's requested of you. And the third thing is you have to be so open to feedback that like, if you come in with a closed mind and you're just like, I don't know, or I know this all, or I've done this before, every job is going to be completely different. You have to be willing to humble yourself. Learn from the people that were there before. Excuse me. Learn from the people that were there before so that you can do your job effectively. Like for me, there was no better sales rep than the one that like came, sat down, no experience, that let me mold them into like the best salesperson possible, that I can teach them how to do this specific job. Because you could be a great salesperson at one job, go to another job, and it's just like you're literally in the bottom tier. So like show up, do the work, and like be open to feedback, and like the world changes for you, genuinely changes for you, even if you're 45 years old. I'm just saying. So yeah, I like this segment, bro. I like this segment. Yeah. Hopefully people like heed a little bit of advice over here. You know what I mean? Because people are out here trying to earn money. Hunter, let me ask you this question. What do you think the average, like whether there are listeners or viewers or the network that you've made, like on the timeline, the people you interact with on a daily basis, what do you think like their work like or their work experience has been like? Because like my perspective is a lot of times I like when I hear people talk and about like either NFTs didn't drive enough value or like we need you to, and it's just like I can't believe you never did it, and they're still crying about quackheads or whatever. Like you've never lived in the like you've never had a real job before, like in the real world, like to understand how like corporate culture works. What do you think? Like you're like, what's the level of experience of like the followers that you have? You think?
Yeah, dude. No, that's a really good conversation. Honestly, I gotta say, the people that have like either reached out to me or like have really engaged with this show enough that I've reached out to them and like started conversations. You know, this isn't everyone, but these are the people who have like I've talked to, I've had conversations. A lot of them are, or like, and we're talking about like five, 6 people that so far, because what we're in like after this will be our 6th week of doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe not 6 week. I think it's only been like 5. Anyway, it's a month from the 26th. This is the day that I left last month. Anyway, going back to it, a lot of these guys have been like in their 40s, maybe 50s, and they work some sort of brick and mortar. A couple guys work car companies, a couple, dudes work in whatever, and a couple of people own companies, and they dabble, like they do Web3 on the side, like it's their passion. And so I think that it kind of corresponds to the younger people too, those who are like 20 to like 240 that, are in my audience and maybe in your audience. I think your audience average might be a little older than mine, but like, I think that it's kind of similar, like, but they're not owning those companies. They're like starting off in those beginning positions, or they're in college, or, some of them are like grinding for peanuts on here. Like they are working and they're getting sponsorships, but they're doing it's at the level of InfoFi payment. Like they're making, they're like a few meals worth, their coffees, they're able to cover maybe a little bit of rent with it. I think it's a crazy grind, especially in the bear market. Yeah,
it's I don't know. I do realize that like the more because like I don't feel old, right? Like I feel super young. And I have a hard time, like when I hear certain people talk and then all of a sudden I see like, oh, this kid's 23 years old. So there's some that are way more mature, right? That are way more kind of ahead of the game. And I'm saying to myself, man, if I had this opportunity when I was 23, oh my God, I'd be on Easy Street by fucking 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, like it's just something that I always think about where I'm just like, who am I talking? Like, who's the audience? Who am I talking to? Like, can they relate? You know what I mean? And I get it. Also, like, we grew up in New York, right? And when you grew up in New York City, Wall Street, like all this other stuff, like you see the belly of the beast, like front and center. You know what I mean? Like you know how it works. You understand corporate culture. But yeah, I was just curious because like some people that are just crying in the chat, and it's just like I have a hard time putting myself in other people's shoes sometimes. Where I'm just like, look, wake the fuck up, people. Like, okay, your NFT didn't deliver utility. What are you going to do now? You're going to cry? Okay, what now? Like nobody wants to come into like, who you are crying about an NFT? Like who wants to come into an office every day and hear their colleagues crying about, oh my God, our quarterly earnings from 9 months ago were terrible. And you're still crying about it every single day.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I hear you. Yeah, no, I think so. I think that, it's difficult out here, man. It's difficult. And like, I think I've said this on a Spaces yesterday. I really think that we had 2021 was magic. 2021 was magic. Like the space was alive. People were having fun. Passion was ruling NFTs. I'm just talking NFTs, and it corresponded to crypto too. Passion was crushing it. And when passion is high, creativity is high, and very soon there's new tech, there's new findings, there's new, companies that change because of that passion, creativity, go boom, and it creates a lovely, outcome. 2022 and, going into that, all of that passion, creativity led to money. and everyone's seeing that money. People poured into the space, and a lot of those people are like, okay, this is only money making, it's extracting, and how can I make the dime? Flipping the, you know, PFPs, you know, the 10,000 PFP vibes, different projects, whatever, on the more crypto centric front, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that dominated the bear market, and it kind of dominated the beginning of this mini bull market that we had. And I really think, dude, that InfoFi and like social tasks, and before InfoFi, it was like questing, really just flexed the extractors, gave more power to them. It rewarded more extractors. More extractors came into the space. And so like the space that already had a greed problem just inflated into like overwhelming. And it's something that I think is the main reason why the bull market was cut short, honestly, in my opinion, is that whole narrative. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you think.
It's kind of like this every person for themselves type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when there's not, and I'm not saying this has to be a collective because it's a dog eat dog world out there, but like when it's like a race to the bottom, right? It's just like, I'll do it for less. I'll do it for less. I'll do it for less. I'll do it for $20. I'll do it for 15. I'll do it for 12. I'll do it for 9. I'll do it for 5. And it's just like that multiplied on like to the 100x degree is kind of what we saw. So yeah, when there's it's like money being thrown into a pit and you have 50,000 people fighting over $5 that are just like trying to pull. Like it's not going to happen, because how is money supposed? The second money comes into the system, somebody's trying to figure out a way to get it out, whether that's you as a hard worker doing InfoFi campaigns or as a scammer trying to be like, oh, there's money coming in here. How am I going to get this out? But that's the basis of like this whole nascent industry. And we are still growing, you know what I mean? So maybe to kind of bring this full circle to like what you asked before, maybe sometimes getting that steady paycheck, right? Whether it's equity, maybe a lower salary, but maybe that stability is the right move to go for, because if you're not ready here, right, you could that can spiral, bro, quickly, very quickly. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm on the same like wavelength as you, and you're saying the things exactly like, you know, no matter what industry, no matter X, psychology dominates it. And then with the extension of psychology is the social side, right? Where the psychologies are meeting and influencing each other and going up, down, whatever. And like when you apply it to this narrative of the extraction and the, you know, the race down for like, I'll take $5, I'll take $2, I'll like all of that. Yeah. And then you talk about, you know, what crushed it in 2021, which was basically all of the NFTers, at least. And, you know, NFTs, I'm just really diving into that narrative because that's where I was at. It was more like shield wall. We're all together and we're all moving forward together. And that's what the vibe, that's what the psychology was. And as creativity and passion was pumping, now you have you know, a very lit up psychology. And on the social side, everyone's linking arms and moving forward together. That's what created that magic, in my opinion. And I think that exactly what you're saying, and this is part of the Good Time Show and me heading into this transition period, and you and I working together and coming together, like when passion and creativity meet, greatness happens. And I think we need to get back to that. And I think, as you said, many extractors are leaving because it's much harder after InfoFi and after you know, the dominance of social tasks and stuff like that, and it just being so bearish out here. So I do have hope that we're gonna have like a reset, a recharge, and you know, some people are already like hitting these peaks in passion and creativity in the team members. And you said executives are being hired more so than the mods and the people middle management, people at the lower end of the totem pole. That's great. Like there's a lot of executives. Like that means that these companies know that they need new people running the show because it didn't work for the last bull run. They have to prepare for the next one.
Facts. Yeah. Let's just, I just feel like now more than ever, it's like, I've been thinking about this more and more, where I'm just like, I have to kind of define my own role. I don't think I can fit into like a specific job description, because like what like specifically what I offer, what I do, like it's very different, right? Like like my resume spans across so many different industries, skill sets, and so on. So it's like, and that's a hard thing to do. I'm now like going out and pitching other people on like why you need a guy like me, whereas like I don't fit into this clean like box, right? Like you can't just slot me right in here. You could if I wanted to do that, but like then the two of us wouldn't be happy. But like I don't know, it's kind of the way my head has been working. It's like I'm kind of more in the let me define my own role type of mode right now. And it's just like, let's see if somebody bites and be able to sell them on like why they need a guy like me with my skill set. So we'll see. We'll see.
Dude. No, I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling it too. And I think for, like talking about our stream our space yesterday, the first Good Time Space, shout out to everyone who came in the audience. And, for those who didn't, every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. CET, we're running the Good Time Space. It's fun. It's more interactive. Come up on stage. We can talk, etc. But as we were talking over there, and we were kind of defining our audience and defining, our goals here for this show, it's the same thing for defining ourselves to who we're looking to advise, who we're looking to get these consulting gigs with. You hosting spaces, maybe doing some distribution, but also advising on the biz dev or the partnerships or the community. I just want to bring it back. We talked about this on, I think, Quackstream months ago, but
do tell.
What? Huh?
Do tell.
Yes. So basically, it's like this hierarchy of skills and what is the most attractive in the space. And this is alpha. This is alpha. This is value to you guys.
If you weren't paying attention before, you better be listening now.
Yeah, hear this out. So in terms of what you're listening, like my biggest experience comes from community management. I was first community manager during my master's degree, 8 years ago in fintech, something like that. And that turned into, a couple of years of that. And then I got into NFTs, community management, until basically I founded my own company, co-founded my own company, etc. And then that led into CMO work, biz dev, partnerships, and etc. So basically, there's a hierarchy here. Community is something that you see the most on the timeline. You see this the most in terms of everyone's experience. Everyone's part of communities. A lot of people have been part of communities for over 6 months. A lot of people have seen communities get smoked. And a few people have been part of good communities that have stuck around, and they've seen what they did right. Here's the deal, though. A river that you step in is never the same river twice, right? So you might know these things. And this is what the executives know. You may have been part of these communities. You may have seen that fail, but that narrative is over. And the time of that, that market timing is also different. Right now is extremely different. Community and community building is always evolving. So yeah, you were there and you were here and you have that experience. But at the same time, community building is kind of like a dime a dozen. You have everyone out here who's preaching that. Okay. So therefore, do not market that as your top skill, because I can tell you it's very difficult these days to get a community management gig. A lot of companies don't even have that role. They share it between the executives, especially in NFTs and crypto and whatnot, because you have these executives or this team that's wearing many hats. And they get rid of that, because for community management, you have to be nice, you have to be attentive, you have to talk to people, you have to do these things that, if you're a smart executive, you can cover yourself. And it's much better for your brand, because they're getting to know you, not this person that you hired to, just manage the people, because I'm going to be over here and I'm going to be developing stuff. I don't want to talk to people. Don't fuck with me. Thank you. So this is something like in whatever your skill set is and whatever you're doing outside of crypto that maybe you want a Web3 job and you want to apply it, keep that in mind. You need to create a hierarchy of your skills and present it accordingly in the most psychologically informed manner.
Yeah. Also, like, to brands out there, like, you know how you were talking about the CTO thing before? Like, you don't want to deal, like, if you're the dev or the CTO, you should not be pitching your product. Okay. Go out and hire someone like me or Hunter or whoever. You should not be doing it. Okay. Number one, because you're fucking boring when you pitch it. Right. Number two, like, you know, like, if you're not excited about your product, why the hell should anybody listening to you be excited about your product? Like, oh yeah, well, we launched this and we launched that, and there's this tech, and then you get all, yeah, and then you get all technical and stop. Yeah. That's what we're here for. So yeah, community building, cool. Everybody does it, but like, you know, come on, smarten up. Hit us up, people. Hit us up. We're out here dropping bombs out here. We're dropping bombs. But on this note, I did want to share, if for those that are still looking for ways to earn some dollars, this is one of our partners on the GMPM show is Stitch 3 AI. And they kind of similar to what a lot of the other platforms are doing, right? Like, they get budgets from certain brands, they run different campaigns, but you have to be like a certified creator. Not like, when I say certified creator, meaning like you have to register on their platform. They have their own ranking system, yada, yada, to show like where you fit in, but it's very niche, right? So they cover like prediction markets, AI agents, Hyperliquid, and you have a ranking like for each one. I'm going to put the link here in the chat for anybody that wants it, but hold on, I'm going to share my screen with you guys because Hunter, this is going to be a slight flex right now too, because I did not realize how influential. You need to understand how influential your boy is out here. Okay. So I'm going to, but bro, I swear I was actually messaging Coma yesterday. I'm like, Coma, why? I'm higher than you, bro. I was like, step your game up, bitch. Check this out. Right. So this is the Stitch 3 platform where, perfect. Thank you. This is the platform where you're going to be able to see all of like the different X accounts, right? And they're registered for all the different types of ecosystems that they follow, right? So you have agents, BitTensor, Hyperliquid, prediction markets, and privacy. Now, okay, look at all these top names, right? Polymarket's number one. You have like a score, how many followers, then it shows you which ecosystem they fit into, right? All of these monsters over here, okay? Yeah. Let me show you this is overall. Let me show you where your boy clocks in. All right. I just want to show you like who's at UFC's over here. Perplexity, Kalshi, Whale. Whale is number 111 with 1,472 point score. And look who clocks in, even though he's still a duck, at 1,427. All right. Let me show you guys how this works. I'm the 53rd most influential prediction market guy. Okay, look at my rise, my ascension to greatness from May 17th up until now. But amazing. So here's my point with all this, right? Other than the flex, what this does is now I registered with Stitch. They have a campaign running currently. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Oh, look, I'm over here too. Look at this. Up 1,148 spot. All right. Anyway, sorry. All right. Flex is over, but there is a current campaign running. Let me see. Is it here? Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So check this out. There's a current campaign running for something called Funding Predicts. So if anybody saw my post before this and I'm like, hey, sitting on the couch, being a zero, right? Can't figure out how to bet World Cup, right? Bottom line is, if you are essentially out here predicting on World Cup games, and maybe some of you actually have an edge, maybe some of you actually know what you're doing and you're actually making money, but the thing that you're constricted by is like, hey, how do I actually scale this up? I don't have a $25,000 or $30,000 bankroll to be able to do this. So Stitch is running a campaign for this company called Funding Predicts. And what Funding Predicts is, it's like a proprietary trading platform where as long as you meet certain criteria, they will bankroll you, right? So proprietary trading means you go in, you trade their money, right? You still get a pretty good split of any of the profits that you make, but they need to make sure that like you're an actual trader and not a gambler that's just throwing money away, right? So they have this challenge now where if you want to get an account funder for $25K, you have a single phase evaluation. You have to make it like they're going to give you the 25K. you have to make a $1,500 profit target, right? The most you can draw down is $750 on it. The most you can take a loss on is $500, right? And they give you these different rules, and you get 80% profit split, which is kind of nuts. And you get paid out every 7 days. So my point here is like, number one, go register on Stitch, because like you guys can write about this. And then once you become familiar with this, maybe consider doing something like this. Yes, you have to pay the fee. So if you know you're shit at trading, don't spend the $155, right? Like just go make the money on Stitch. But if you think that like you could be good and you have an edge and you're pretty great at making predictions, these guys want repeatable processes. They don't want gamblers. So for $260, I can get a 50K bankroll. I don't know about you, Hunter. I don't have 50K sitting in the bank to be able to friggin' like spend, like to be able to like, you know, spend my days literally like messing around on on Polymarket and Kalshi. But it would be nice to do that, right? Because an edge does present itself sometimes. But this, again, this is work, but it's a massive opportunity for someone that does have like a potential edge. And I figured I'd want to share it with everybody because it's like, look, we're all out here trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly how it was back in the equity days when I started. And this was prop trading firms were big business. And I see it happening now, like on the prediction market side. So if you guys want to get started, I put the Stitch 3 AI link in the chat. Feel free to go sign up. Even though you're probably not going to be as influential as me. It is what it is. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And you're good. Aggie, what's up? Oh, Predict Catalyst that does prop trade. Let's go. Aggie's going to be on the show. He's going to be on GMPM next week. Love it.
Oh,
Aggie, good to have you. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, she's got firsthand experience on. I think she had a partnership with Kalshi. Aggie, I wanted to come to the meetup the other day, but I found out about it a little bit too late. But yeah, hopefully there'll be another one. Yeah, if you guys are doing anything in prediction markets and you're not following Aggie, definitely shoot Aggie a follow for sure. Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, I'll get that follow going too if I'm not already. But yeah, dude. I think too with what you just said, all of that, something to keep in mind, guys. And we didn't really talk much sports today. We talked a little bit about the USA game and whatnot. But now that we're getting out of the group stages, what does this mean? What might this mean? To me, it means that predictability is going to be better because one, you can't tie anymore. The tying garbage is out.
Oh, thank
God. I'm yeah, dude, exactly. Everyone's got to be feeling that. If you like watching ties, you like watching a 90-minute, 100-minute freaking game and it ending 0-0, 1-1, whatever. It's always 1-1. You know, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you're insane. You need to be put in a sponge room or something because that is a whole lot of wasted time. And that's how I feel when I watch people tie. Okay. And maybe it's my American shit coming out, but like, man, someone win, please. So I think, I don't know, man. I think that, what?
No more watching paint dry. It's like, okay, cool. Like we can actually crown a winner. Bro, I wanted to literally blow my brains out at the Paraguay-Australia game last night. I'm like, is anyone gonna, bro, you know, when the prediction markets stop moving, when the inside markets stop moving, you're just kind of like, even the market makers are like, what are we, this is boring as hell. This sucks, bro. It's terrible. So yeah, knockout stage. Let's get some penalty shots going. If that's even like, if we get there, but there will be a winner at the end of these 90 or 95 minutes or whatever. I'm
exactly,
with you.
dude.
1,000%.
Exactly, dude. And I think that the predictability is going to raise up because now we're also playing for something now. You know, for all the big teams that kind of threw away games or like held back and stuff, we're going to see it like it should be. We're going to see the passion and people are going to be fighting tooth and nail for these W's. So, and yeah, hey, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of like international football matches, this is 1-for-1, right? One game advance. It's not like two games.
Win or go home. Nope. That's it.
Yeah.
Win or go home.
There's certain leagues in Europe that they play each other twice, and it's whoever has the bigger goal differential.
No, but people are a little bit up in arms like this World Cup because it's the top two from each group, right? And there's 12 groups, but then it's the top 8 teams, the best 8 third place teams, exactly. And it's a little bit like I saw some kind of dissension on the timeline where people were a little bit upset about how FIFA did it or whatever. Look, I think now like you're gonna have 20 teams that are gonna be competing. It's win or go home. That's it. Like from now after today is the last group. I think today's the last group stage, and I think there's so far 12 teams that have punched their ticket so far. So I think there's 6 games on the slate today, 2 at 3. 2 at 8, 2 at 8, and then 2 at 10, I believe. So yeah, full lineup. And here, I just want to share this one other thing because I want to plug DG3 so you guys can, like, guys, if you're still trading on Polymarket, I'm telling you, like, you're literally still in kindergarten. Stop, because it's like these are the guys that are literally like eating your lunch. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys prediction terminal. Check this out. Can you bring me on stage?
You're on.
Check this out, right? So this is where, like, this was just yesterday. Like, this is my first full day actually like using this terminal and trading. Look, 1 1 1 1, right? Like, this makes trading so much more intuitive, and this is what your thing is going to look like. This might be intimidating for a lot of people, and I get it, right? I have a trader's mindset, but like, this is the way you need to be treated. If you're just trading on Polymarket, you're gambling. I'll tell you right now, you're just literally gambling. Like, you don't care about your fees. There is a science to prediction markets, okay? And especially sports prediction markets. And a terminal like this, I'm telling you guys, this is where you can do it. Like, everything here is intuitive. Markets are changing. I get to see the trades. You want to learn, like, if you were a shit crypto trader, you're probably going to be a shit prediction market trader. So don't bother. But if you had any sort of success trading crypto and you understand how markets work, this, I think, is the future of prediction markets. I'm telling you guys right now, because like everything else will become obsolete. Like, trading on Polymarket and Kalshi, like, that UI is just for the gamblers. So just keep this in mind as well. And if you guys want to link to this, I'm happy to link it in the comments also.
I dig it, dude. Yeah, go for it. I do want to before we sign off, because we're ready, because we're already on this conversation. Another 5 minutes. Let's go through the games of today and get our picks in terms of who we think is gonna win. I'll bring it up on.
Yeah.
No. I'll share. You bring me up. Now.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh.
So honestly, dude, you know, I've been waiting for this game. I've been waiting for Norway, France, because everyone, most people that I'm talking to are thinking that it's going to be France or Brazil winning, I think, but definitely France. France is like in the conversation every single time from what I've seen on the timeline. Norway, you know, they're most likely going to lose, but I'm very excited to see if it's going to be a close game. Are they going to even, you know, try their hardest because they're both in already? Are they going to save their energy? Are they going to go at it because Norway has, you know, is going to want to knock down Goliath, etc.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, dude?
Are you? Wait, hold on. Am I hearing this right? Are you betting against your Vikings?
No. I would put a small one here personally, just for like if it happens. But I do think that France will most likely win unless they're resting their top players.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way I see this is like it's the World Cup, right? Like I get what the US did yesterday, right? It may be a little bit of a different scenario, but if you're Norway and you have a chance to go out there and beat the French team, right? Like the majority of sports is all here, right? If you're able to show the French team, like, we whooped your ass. I don't care if it was this. I don't care if it didn't mean anything. Yeah, we'll see you in the next round. Mentally, that does something. I like what Haaland's been doing the whole time. Obviously, Mbappe is going to do his thing as always. France is obviously heavy favorites. I hate heavy favorites, and I hate the French, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, yeah, I'm pulling for Norway, but I'm also not blind to the fact that Mbappe is probably an absolute killer. But I like their chances. As far as prediction goes, like, I'm going at least. They're set right now for Norway to score one goal. I don't think that's going to be an issue. The over half a goal right now is at like 70 cents. That's free money, in my opinion. So we'll see. Let's go Vikings, baby. I'm with you.
Yeah, dude. Awesome. All right. These two, I'm going to go Senegal.
I want to go Senegal, but I feel like, because one of our avid listeners, because Nunu is Iraqi, I have to go with the Iraqi squad and hope that they get there, because I think Senegal's pretty much in. But I got to go with Iraq and hope they get their first dub.
They've been surprising. So, like, I do think this will be a good, probably close game.
Cabo Verde and Saudi Arabia, bro. I think if there's one person on the planet that doesn't live in Saudi Arabia that's rooting for Saudi Arabia, I'd be extremely surprised. Like, if everyone's going to be rooting for Cape Verde, like everybody, this goalie, like the story, all of it. And I think if they win, they're in to the knockout round, which would be crazy. So I'm Cape Verde all day. Shout out Buzino. Let's go.
I like it. Is Saudi Arabia out already? Are they not in?
Yeah, I don't think they won a game so far. So yeah.
Gotcha.
But those teams that have nothing to lose, like Turkey last night, that end up coming back and putting the whooping on you. So you never know.
You're right. Okay.
Uruguay, Spain. Whew. People like the Spaniards. I liked how Uruguay looked in the last round, but I'm not going to bet against the Spaniards, bro. There's no way. So I think Spain takes this one.
I dig it. Is Esso in the crowd? I don't think he's in the crowd, but
yeah,
I feel like it's probably going to. Iran's been pretty good.
Did you see the drama surrounding this game? This is the pride game. Of all the fucking countries that FIFA wanted to make like the Pride Month game, this was the one that they chose. Both friggin' way. Bro, people are going to be waving their rainbow flags in countries where like they literally stone you to death for being a homosexual or for being gay. It's the craziest. Like they appealed to FIFA. FIFA was like, nope, sorry, it is what it is. Like people are going to get to wave their flags around like crazy. It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't understand it. Yeah, but I'm going SO on this. I'm going to Egypt.
Okay, I dig it. I think it's going to be a good game. It's in Seattle too, so that showing is going to be big.
Exactly, bro. Of all the places you could have put these two teams, you know what I mean? Put the progressive countries. Put like the Netherlands or like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Norway and
the
such.
Americans. Yeah, bro. Not these dudes, man. Not these dudes. But yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, and then obviously Belgium. Should I dare to say obviously?
I don't want to. Yeah, nothing is ever obvious. But New Zealand, they just haven't really shown us anything, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I think the Belgians are going to come back and crush.
I dig it. All right, dude. Yeah. Well, there's your little World Cup segment, and everyone, thanks for coming out. Thanks for having a good time with us. We're wishing you a freaking awesome weekend, and we'll catch you on Tuesday. Dave, any closing remarks for the week?
That's it, man. We gave y'all alpha today. We literally dropped some money-making links in the chat. Go check out Stitch. Go earn some money. Go start developing your brand. And yeah, man, and appreciate you guys obviously coming through to the spaces yesterday. That's going to be more of a weekly thing too, so we're going to supplement. But yeah, Hunter, as always, pleasure. Let's go DJ out on some World Cup games today, man. Let's go.
Yeah, my dude. Later, everyone.
Yo, Hunter! Yo, Dave! They said we needed a new show about what? Everything!
Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Who got the joke? If the tape got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. I got a caller online, one said he's got alpha. Last week, same dude asked ChatGPT for a barber. Line 2 got a parlay, says it's a lot. Bro, bet the rent, now he lives on the clock. Line 3 says AI gonna take all our jobs. I said, cool, can it take my group chats, please, God? Crypto guy crying, said his bags got smoked. Still changed his bio to long-term growth. Long-term growth. Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the take got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. But this ain't therapy, but tell us your pain. We might roast it first, then explain. This ain't CNBC, but we got the markets. Half smart takes, half people in comments. This ain't a podcast, this a live grenade. Pull the pin, say your piece, get played. Good time don't mean everything's fine. Sometimes good time means surviving online. Surviving online. New chapter, same trouble. Ducks in the rear view. No script, no filter. Say it wrong, say it loud. We'll build it or kill it. Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the eye? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the take got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. Bring the line, bring the sign, bring the sign. Bring the bag, bring the snap, bring the snack, bring the snap. Bed take, bring it up. Hot seat, sit your butt, call in line. Don't be shy. Everybody's brave till the mic goes live. Who got the mic? Good time. Who got the smoke? Good time. Good time. Who got the hot? Good time. Good time. Who got the joke? If the tape got heat, let it fly, let it go. Welcome to the Good Time Show. If your life got weird and your bags got low, welcome to the Good Time Show. If your girl left you for a dude named Bro, welcome to the Good Time Show. If your AI therapist said I don't know, welcome to the Good Time Show.